Hello everybody, Dan here. Welcome back to Daily Soap Dish. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button down below because we cover a ton of 90 Day Fiancé right here on the channel. All right, so let's get into it, guys. Today we are going to be talking about Rishi Singh and Jen Bocher, and we have an update about these two. Now, last time we spoke about them, it was a couple of weeks ago, perhaps even over a month ago. We had a bit of a weird dynamic going on with Jen and Rishi because, well, they had split up and, everybody was covering the fact that they had split up. However, after they were on the show, they were trying to pretend for a couple of months like perhaps they were getting back together. And the speculation about that is that they were doing that because they were hoping to come back on the show and film together once again. So, recently we've done a bunch of videos where we've spoken about just how fake some of these couples are. And you can see it right there that this is a speculation. And by the way, after, that didn't work out, they both went their separate ways and they really made their split official. And that's when Jen went on a live and accused Rishi of basically dumping her and getting involved with a 90 Day Fiancé alum or a 90 Day Fiancé cast member and trying to come back on the show. So we kind of, we looked to see what was going on. And that's when we got the name Dr. April Carter, who was on 90 Day Love in Paradise. So, the summer spinoff that Danielle and Johan were on. She was on that show. And so, the rumors were that they were going to, be romantically involved and film together. And then Dr. April Carter did a live where she kind of went over some of this. She kind of slammed Jen and she kind of tried to expose Jen for basically trying to fake her relationship with Rishi, even though they were broken up because, she wanted to get back on the show. And it was a very long and lengthy video. And Dr. April Carter really likes to hear herself talk. So we kind of went over that. She didn't really tell us concretely if yes or no she was dating Rishi. She didn't say, she didn't confirm or really deny anything. But today we can tell you guys that, Rishi Singh and April are not romantically involved because Rishi has a new woman in his life, and that's what today's video is about. So let's take a look at what's going on with Rishi Singh right here. So it's coming from Screen Rant. Rishi Singh debuts new girlfriend. So who is he dating after he split up from Jen Bocher? So he's falling in love with a new woman after splitting from Jen, and he is allegedly getting married in a month. Former 90 Day Fiancé star Rishi Singh has moved on from Jen and found love with another woman. Rishi and Jen faced cultural barriers and were not able to overcome their differences, which is what led to their split. Now, after their breakup, Rishi said that he still cared for Jen and hoped for a reconciliation in the future, but that doesn't seem to be the case anymore. So, 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way star Rishi Singh is over Jen and has moved on with another woman. The 34-year-old Indian fitness trainer joined the franchise in 2023. He pursued his American lover Jen, who traveled from Oklahoma to be with him. While the couple initially shared, a few good moments, they soon began facing insurmountable issues due to their cultural barriers. Jen realized that marrying Rishi meant she'd have to bend a knee to various Indian cultural traditions that she didn't exactly want to, which is kind of reminiscing of, Kimberly's case, as well, because she also had to deal with all kinds of cultural situations in India that she really didn't want to, and she really trashed India and left and said she never wanted to go back. She also didn't like the idea of being a traditional homemaker, something that Rishi's family expected of her. Now, in the latter half of, the season 4 of The Other Way, Rishi and Jen drifted apart badly. They didn't fall out of love immediately, but reached a point of no return. The couple eventually decided to part ways in an emotional scene that made many viewers cry. They later discussed their split in 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 4 Tell All and clarified their intentions. Jen claimed she was over Rishi for good and wanted to look after her happiness. Rishi shared that he still cared for her and wouldn't give up on her. He claimed he still had hope they'd reconcile someday. So this is kind of how these two were playing their, reconciliation angle. And, they were accused by Dr. April and just people in general because they were kind of putting out these hints that perhaps they were reconciling online. And we've kind of learned recently that this is a tactic that many of these 90 Day Fiancé stars do. I wonder if, the producers are telling them to, to put this kind of stuff out there. I don't know, but it seems like everybody got the memo, and we even saw it with Big Ed and Liz just recently, because Big Ed, it was tons of information about Big Ed and Liz splitting up, but Big Ed basically said, oh, no, don't listen to that. We're still together. And then eventually once, all the information and all the pictures of Liz with her new man, really started to go out there, he was forced to basically state the truth and then even say that he also has a new girlfriend as well, when he had denied those claims just like a little while before that. So obviously these 90 Day Fiancé cast members got the memo. Do not confirm your split if you ever want to come back on the show, because once you're split, there is no more interest in the two of you, and we're kind of seeing that with Jabri and Miona as well. Okay, anyways, regardless of that, let's get back to this story right here. So in November 2023, they officially announced their split and claimed they had broken up. However, both of them share very different reasons as to what resulted in their relationship ending. Rishi posted a message on Instagram and shared that he and Jen had mutually ended things on a sweet note. He claimed he and Jen decided to remain platonic friends. In comparison, Jen shared that Rishi was not being truthful at all. She took to her social media and posted a video stating that the split was strictly one-sided. She claimed it was her who broke up with him again. So this is the picture of Rishi and his new girlfriend right here. So he is hugging her. She looks to be, from India as well. They're out. It looks to be at a bar hanging out. And he looks very, very happy. There you have it. Rishi with his new woman. And, you can see that in these pictures. He doesn't actually show her full face. So I don't know if he's doing one of these slow introductions that we've gotten accustomed to. Miona and her new man showing the hand, then showing the leg, then showing the torso. He's showing the whole body, just he's not making the face very clear, and he's not tagging her either. As far as I can tell here, I don't see her being tagged. And he says here, "Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you." It's a quote, I guess, from a song by Elvis Presley. "Love you can't hide, love is beyond the imagination. Unconventional love, unimaginable love, love for forever." And then Mike Burke here says, "Congrats, West Indian Bella, who is Shahida. I always get confused about how to pronounce it because Bilal had an ex-wife who almost had the same name. So that always gets me confused for some reason. Somebody says it's Kimberly because the hair looks like Kimberly, but of course it's not. So there you have it, guys. He looks to be, and claims to be madly in love with this new lady. And he also posted Merry Christmas. Okay, so let's get back to this article. Let's see what else is going on here. As of January 2024, Rishi has moved on from Jen completely. Not only has he overcome all his romantic feelings for his American ex, but he has also rediscovered those feelings for another woman. On January 14, the Indian reality star shared several pictures from his birthday party, and one of those photos featured him hugging another woman tightly and engulfing her in his arms. While he didn't specifically confirm his relationship with the lady, his cuddly snap showed a lot of romance and love. He also didn't share whether his new girlfriend was American, but it looked like they were both sitting at an Indian club. Now, according to Mary Pants here, it seems like she has some more information about this whole thing. So if we scroll down, I don't know if we can see this right here. So Rishi is his new fiance, and Mary Pants says that her name is Mariah, and the wedding is set for February. Wishing you all the best, Rishi and Mariah. So at least we get to hear her name. Mariah, I don't think is a very typical Indian name. So perhaps this lady might not be Indian. If she's American, maybe she could be American of Indian descent or something. We don't know. But if she's American, perhaps those rumors that Rishi was going to come back on the show, perhaps those rumors are true after all. I don't know, guys. You guys let me know what you think about this. If this lady is not American, would you guys like to see Rishi come back on the show? Let me know in the comment section down below if you'd like to see this romance on the show. Okay, so let's take a look at what else we got here. When Rishi broke up with Jen, Rumors hinted that he had started a relationship with fellow 90 Day Fiancé franchise star Dr. April Carter. The American lady posted videos of her trashing Jen, telling her to get over it. April said, "Keep my name out of your mouth on your live tonight." And, the latest post suggests, obviously, that Rishi is not with April, and he is with, a lady who appears to be Mariah. So, Mary Pants did add all of this information right there. So, there you have the story for today, guys. Rishi and this new lady, Mariah, and supposedly, she is his fiance, and the wedding is set for February. So, it's basically just around the corner, which is pretty shocking to me, unless he's been with this lady for a while, which is also possible, right? It's possible that he's been with this lady for some time. We don't know. Perhaps even when the rumors about him and April were coming out, which was in November, perhaps he was with this lady. So perhaps he's been with her for a while, and this is not as rushed as it seems, because it appears on the surface to be of a bit of a rushed engagement. So you don't know if this lady is American, and if the TLC crews are there and filming it, then they might be on a restrained timeline, and that could precipitate things. But of course, I am just speculating here. I have no idea if this lady is or isn't American. I know personally, I think that I've seen enough of Rishi. I've seen enough of Rishi and Jen. I think one season was enough, but I don't know. You guys let me know if you'd like to see more of Rishi in the comment section down below. I mean, I will say one thing, guys, and that is that I find, because, we've seen 90 Day Fiancé go to multiple countries. We've seen them go to, India. We've seen them go to, the USA, obviously. We've seen them go to Colombia a few times, Dominican Republic, a bunch of countries, Morocco as well, Tunisia with Memphis, going to Tunisia. We've seen Egypt as well. So we've seen a bunch of countries. And I think that out of all the different countries that we've seen, this is just my opinion, but I usually find the storylines in India, with the American spouse, with the Indian boyfriend or girlfriend or fiance, I find those to be some of the most entertaining that we've seen on the show. So if we get to see more of India, sign me up for that, because I usually tend to enjoy those storylines. Even though I'm not a huge fan of Kimberly, I still like the storylines because there is a very clear contrast between, the way that we do things here in the West and the way that they do things there in India. And there's always a struggle to adapt. And it's always interesting to see how each individual person tries to adapt to Indian culture and norms over there. And that usually creates a lot of drama. And I think that even though some of these scenes, 90 Day Fiancé has gotten increasingly more scripted, but I do think that some of those scenes that we've seen, like with Jenny and Sumit's mom, some of those scenes are very real. I think there's very real tension there. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I find that creates some good entertainment. And I think that that's kind of what the show is about. Now, we've seen other countries that are great as well, but I think that India is one of the better places that we've seen people go to. So that's the news for today, guys. Rishi, very much in love with his new girlfriend, at least based on his social media, and supposedly getting married very soon. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please give it a big thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below for more content right here on the channel. And I'll see you guys very soon. Take care.